G'day everybody, Sean from Bourbon Brothers here, hope you're well. Welcome to our third tasting video for June, our wheated month. Really excited to bring you an allocated bottle, the 1792 Sweet Wheat. The 1792 Sweet Wheat. It's a straight bourbon from the Sazerac Company out of the Barton 1792 distillery. It was released first in July 2015, comes in at 91.2 proof, doesn't have an age statement, but previous press releases state that it's aged for around 8 years, and it's got an undisclosed mash bill. The 1792 Sweet Wheat is Barton's first release wheated bourbon. A bourbon secondary grain is usually rye, but a small percentage of bourbon producers use wheat instead. The standard 1792 expression is considered a high rye bourbon, since it's thought to use more rye as a secondary grain than in traditional bourbon mash bills. The Barton 1792 distillery pays homage to the year the Commonwealth of Kentucky joined the Union, when Kentucky distilling was still in its infancy. Sweet wheat bourbon was the first of the limited release expressions from Barton 1792. Press release from Barton 1792 stated that by having a higher wheat content, they hoped to create a softer bourbon compared to their typical rye expressions. My first time around with the 1792 Sweet Wheat, I tasted it against some of my other wheaters, Maker's Mark, Weller 12-year-old and the Weller Special Reserve, which we're also featuring this month. While I'd be hard pressed to say it's better than the Weller 12, I did enjoy it more than the other two wheaters I compared it against. This was mainly based on 1792 Sweet Wheat's agreeable nose and palate, and its very soft and creamy mouthfeel. In fact, it's this creamy mouthfeel that ultimately is the bourbon's most standout trait. It takes an average palate and delivers it in a more memorable way. 1792 Sweet Wheat is a gentle, easy to drink wheated bourbon. Its palate is pleasing with its traditional bourbon flavours and semi-sweet notes. It also has a good amount of oak on its palate. This actually might be a detriment for some expecting a really sweet forward profile based on the bourbon's name, with the oak notes probably countering what might have been a far sweeter bourbon. Let's give it a shot. So you'd really describe that as a rust colour. Lighter legs than the last one, but not bad at all. So it's got a really nice blend of young and old wood notes with lighter punches of cherry, vanilla, orange, and a slight hint of spice. It's not overpowering for its blend of 91 proof bourbon, but it certainly has a good amount of life to it. Not overly complex, but its surface level aromas are really hard to dislike. Cheers. It's a well-balanced blend of sweet and dry notes that errs on the simple side. The usual bourbon flavours are present, with vanilla and caramel being the most prevalent. There are fainter hints of some dried fruit, pine, walnuts that are also there, but have a really hard time really fully emerging. The bourbon's soft and creamy mouthfeel is easily its most interesting trait, which helps make this one of the easiest drinkers that I've had in a long time. While enjoyable, the palate is not immediately memorable, but I'll tell you what, the mouthfeel, the nose, everything coming along together makes it just a really fun, great bourbon to drink. Hope you enjoy the 1792 Sweet Wheat. I certainly know I am. Now, don't forget that we have a refer a friend bonus available to all of our customers. If you let somebody know about Bourbon Brothers and they order from us, you'll get $10 off and they'll get $10 off. All you have to do is drop us a message on our socials or shoot us an email. Say, hey, I've got somebody who's interested. We'll send you your own unique referral code. If they use that when they place an order with us, hey, $10 off for you and them. Pretty good deal. Enjoy your journey. G'day everybody, Sean from Bourbon Brothers here with our third bottle for our June tasting. Enjoy your journey. And scene.